What is up, y'all? Okay. Yeah. Hopefully, this is working good. Is audio and video working good for you guys? So tell me that. I'm trying a new, I'm doing the Streamlabs for OBS. And it's all different for me right now. Like, so I just need to know, is audio and video good? And we'll go from there. So, how is it? Maybe you guys can't see or hear me. You are looking good. Your beard is growing nice. Thanks, Peter. Sounds good. All right. Well, welcome to another Monday night live stream. On Monday nights, we do water changes, guys. For you guys that haven't came to my Monday night live streams, we do water changes. I have a bunch of close calls. You guys troll me, tell me that tanks are overflowing when they really aren't. We have a lot of fun. I'm not really feeling the best in the world tonight, but I'm sure we'll have a good live stream and you guys will have me up and at 'em before you know it. Man, my live stream health is bad. Am I buffering? Hopefully I'm not buffering. My live stream health is saying low or poor. Alright, so says we have 15 watching. I'm going to go ahead and go to the chat, see who all is here. Chad Crotch says, gonna have to miss the water changes. Have a great stream and catch y'all on the replay. Thanks a lot, Chad. Mr. B's Fish and Things is here. What's up, Brandon? Peter Thiel is here. What's up, Peter? David Gilkison is here. Howdy, y'all. Who's excited to see Jeffroz flood his bedroom? Yeah, no kidding, right? Daryl Deemer is here. Swag Skywalker, aka Nerdboy Aquatics, is here. What's up, guys? Niall Seaton is here. Carbon Really. Keith Boardley. Keith Boardley won a t-shirt on the live stream yesterday. I thought that was pretty cool. So congratulations on that, Keith. Hugh Peterson is here. Valley Fish is here. What's up, Jeff? Jeremy H is here. Sherry Costa. Ray's Fish Room is here. Lisa's Aquatics is here. Jeff Chambers. Jeff said something about my audio. Audio a little weird. I don't know what that means. What do you mean by weird, guys? You're not buffering. Little choppy on the sound. Oh, okay. Let me turn down my gain. It was getting red. It was getting in the red. How's that? How's the weather over there? 17 inches of snow yesterday. In one day. Saturday, no snow, 50 degrees. Sunday, 17 inches of snow. Pounded me. We got pounded. Triple 10 Tanks is in the house. What's up, guys? Audio is off a bit. Whenever I get down to the part of where I've changed it, tell me. You have a mild echo going on. Hello. Hey, Fish. Oh my gosh. John Bedker's in the house. You changed mics? No, I'm on a different stream monitor. So like I'm on OBS Streamlabs. Magic Mods and Fish Peeps listening while working. Hello, Shelby. Kind of an echo or tiny. Hey everyone. T Riddle, Ken Amy, Not Nola Jean. If I missed anybody. Odla Fishkeeper, yesterday 90 degrees, all year 80 to 90 degrees. Nice. Snow went around you, John? Yeah, it didn't go around us. It pounded us. Actually, I saw some friends posting on Oh, they were posting on Facebook that on Fox yesterday we had the highest totals in the nation yesterday. So it's probably just the fish food changing your voice. So whenever I made the gain change, did that change it at all? It does look like I'm going in the red a little bit on one of the mics, so hang on a second here. Okay. We got a dusting of snow today. Yeah, people are still getting snow from the snowstorm. I guess our snowstorm was some kind of big snowstorm, I guess. But still sounds the same? Okay. Let me do this. Now, how does that sound? You sound 10% elfish. The basketball team moms decided to do a group text right before the stream, and I just got like 100 texts in the last 5 minutes. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that's better. Well, I just shut off this mic right here. That's all I just now did. How about we do this? How about we leave that one on, and we shut off this one? How is that? How does that sound, guys? Does that sound better? So this is with this mic and not my camera mic. Sounds 10 times better with this mic. No, the other way. This sounds terrible. Oh, great. Maybe this is this mic. So, how does this sound? Go back to the first fix, not as good. This should be the way I had the first fix. Okay. All right. So now that we got that all figured out, I think this is this mic, and I had it backwards. Yes, leave it like that. Okay. Okay, I got it. That 15-second delay is nice, but not on cases like this. Accidentally, last night, I was trying to figure out how to go live from Google Hangouts, and I did it like 5 times, and I was messing with all kinds of things. And then one time I forgot to change it to private, and it was public. And I don't know how long I went, but I had people texting me, do you have the chat shut off for some reason? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And they're like, your live stream. And I'm like, oh my God. So I went live last night by accident. Okay. Yeah, don't make me super chat you. Yeah, that was a good one, Candy. That was a good one. Okay. So, Mr. D's Tanks and More is here, learning to fish keep. If I forgot anyone else, SC Fishkeeping, also SC Fishkeeping. I did in Steve Poland's live stream yesterday. I did see your response to me about if I ever want to go running around over in Omaha or whatever. I've got a daughter that lives over in Omaha, so one of these days I will be getting a hold of you. It might be after the holidays because I'm kind of busy in December, but definitely I followed you on Instagram yesterday, so we will definitely hook up because I would love to go over there and do some running around to some different fish places and stuff, fishy places. Tampa Tom is in the house in case I didn't say it. If I missed anybody else, Niles is here. If I missed anybody else, I'm really sorry. There's Charlie. What's up, Charlie? But anyhow, Red Dirt Cichlids is here. I am going to go ahead and get started. We got 51 people watching for water changes, guys. Anyhow, we're going to go ahead and get started, and we'll go from there. Be right back. This is my first night with the new OBS Streamlabs. I've done the OBS now for this whole year, and everybody kept on telling me to get this. There's a lot of crap in here that I would have to learn. The one nice thing about it was I was able to run things over, so I didn't have to do a whole lot of setup as far as getting this, you know, like my Jeffroz Insta or whatever, you know. It was pretty easy to do that, but there's a lot more that this thing could do, that maybe eventually down the road, with going live 3 nights a week, it's kind of hard to have a night to play with it. But this one has got all kinds of different things that I could do on the dashboard. I don't know how good I'm going to get with it, but we're watching back here. I'm going to go ahead and do a 50 on this one because I did a 50% the other day on it. It's the one that on Thanksgiving I did that great big green bean casserole type thing with the rapashi, and I did a 50 the other day on it, and I want to do a 50 again tonight, and then I will get back on track with it on 30% once a week. Yeah, so we'll watch that one. Let's see who else has showed up to the chat. Fish Tropic is in the house. What's up, Jason? Bare Bottom Aquariums is here. What is up? Jeremy H. Jess Shrimp Granny is here. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I missed most of the live streams. I knew I hadn't seen you in a while. Welcome back to the fish world. Taco Man Aquatics. Hey, what's up, Jeffro? I'm ready to hopefully see you fail. Yeah, and that's something that this new Streamlabs could do. I could do things like, I could put up interactive things, you know, like overfilling a tank and blah, 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 you know. I mean, there's like different games that you can put up. Like, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know how particular I'm going to get with it. I'm fine with having the thing where if I want to get up and leave the stream, do this. And if I want to come back, do this. And have my Instagram here, I'm good with that. Every once in a while, it's kind of nice to put up a video or something like that. And this one, I think, is more capable. So, I don't know. There's a lot to this. We will see. It's a disaster waiting to happen. Thanks, Charlie. Learning to fish keep has already done the water changes for the night. That's awesome. Who is from Omaha? SC, I think SC is from Omaha. SC Fishkeeping. Yeah, Valley Fish is close to Omaha. So, he's in Iowa though. T. Riddle says, do you use tap water or well water for water changes? I use tap water. I do tap water and then I use Prime. Candy is linking my Teespring account. David Gilkison, what is up, buddy? Fish Tropic is starting his trolling up hardcore already. Jeff, what the TDS of the water you're changing? Yeah, buddy. Survived the snow all right? Yeah, I did. Actually, my driveway is really good. I had to do a lot of shoveling. I mean, there's places in my yard that has drifts up to my waist. It was a lot of hard work. Bare Bottom Aquarium says I should change my name to Bare Bottom Aquatics. Everyone says that instead of aquariums. You, Bob, and Jeremy. I know. It's just, it kind of flows off the tongue. I would suggest you do that. Oh. Kind of funny. Priscilla MK Art is in the house. I got that Jeffroz FishKeeping shirt. It's awesome. Cool. So did you order the new one, or you're talking about the one that you already ordered? Because I think you're talking about the one you already ordered. That's the old logo. I got the new logo already on the new shirts. I can't wait till my sweatshirt gets here. I checked on it today and it's in printing. But I've got my new logo on all the shirts now. So, but I kept the old logo too because I like the old logo still. The only thing I didn't ever like about it is my name was straight across the top of it. I always wanted it rounded, you know. All right, guys, I'm gonna go have get back there. Are you going to Aquashella in Texas or only Chicago? I heard Texas is going to be really cool. Yeah, I probably won't go to Texas. The only way I would go to Texas is I heard Lucas on a live stream this week talking about driving down. I would drive down to St. Louis and meet up with him and help him drive along the way. If he goes, but he was kind of sounding maybe iffy if he would go to Dallas too. Aquashella in Chicago is only like 5 hours for me, so I know that one I'm going to. But the only way I would go to the Texas one is if I find someone that would drive down there with me, like do halfsies. I'll be right back. Alright, got that. We got 18 inches of snow here. Wow, David, we got 17 was our final total. Let's see here. I'd love to go to Aquashella in Texas. Yeah, Aquashella looks like it would really be a fun time. Joel. Just Shrimp Granny says, yeah, but I want to see everyone. I'm going to have to fly in either way. Yeah, I know. It is going to be tough. I mean, like, I could probably go to the one in Chicago and see tons of people. If, you know, but like if there's some that go to Dallas and don't go to Chicago, that'd be kind of tricky. The Chicago one is in August, Mr. D's. I said Dan. Dan's Tanks. Dank Tank says had to order Pizza Hut. You know I eat out every night. I'd have to move with that much snow. Yeah, I know. This was probably the worst one day snow total I've ever been a part of. There was one year, I moved here from Missouri in the early 2000s, and there was one year, I want to say 06 or somewhere around in there, we got 23 inches in like 2 days, and that one pretty much belted us. I mean, the month was like 36 inches that month, and that was terrible. Jeff, you don't keep logs on water or anything? No, I don't, Jason. And everything is going good without that. And a lot of people don't either. So, Keith Boardley says, you can keep all that snow. I'd rather get rid of it, actually, Keith. I'd rather just say sayonara. I'm going to Dallas, which is quite close. Yeah, Arkansas to Dallas isn't bad. Joel says, Dank, you live in a famous pizza city and you're eating from the Hut. I haven't had a Pizza Hut in the same town that I live in like 5 years, and it really kind of stinks. I miss Pizza Hut. I'm from South Alabama, so seeing snow is like seeing a unicorn. Yeah, I grew up in southern Missouri and we had more ice than we did snow. I've got to change. So what happens when you're doing these live streams and you're doing water changes isn't really bad on this part. Like, I just did a little bit more than what I wanted to on this little 30 gallon. But like when it gets to the filling stage, I get into a story, and then that's when it gets tricky, because you're finishing up the story and you're forgetting to look back there, and it gets kind of crazy. It's like a fire drill. Yeah, it can get that way. Fish Keeping Jamaica's in the house. What's up? Dank says, I'm 6 hours away from New York City. He's a suburb. Yep. One day I was talking about, we got 4 inches in like a week not too long ago. And I was talking about how we got belted with snow, and Dank pointed his camera out the window and he says, look at that. He gets lake effect snow where he's at. So snow is nothing to him. Jess Shrimp Granny says, Jeffroz set a timer. Yeah, but each one of these tanks are different gallons, and there would be no way to keep track of it. I just watch them. Like when it gets up to these tanks that I can't see on the monitor, I keep on turning my head. Hey bro, are you afraid of cross-contamination using the same hose to water change? No. It's a possibility. I've had that question before. It is a possibility that it could happen, but I'm not really worried about it. I keep a really close eye on all my fish. Like daily, I'm looking at them, staring at them, and if I ever see anything weird in a tank, then I will start doing things like that. And it's probably not the best idea in the world, but you know, you got to get the water out of the tanks, and I'm not going to set and have 40 pumps and only use that one pump for every tank, or 40 different siphons. You know, I mean, it's just not, it's not going to happen. I've got lots of nets in the house, and I keep those on a cleaning, you know, regimen or whatever, but there's no way that I could really technically keep up with like 40 different siphon hoses. I've got 40 aquariums, you know. It just kind of, the way that I've got it, it is how it is. Knock on wood, everything's been okay so far. Fish keeping, and I need a full belly to sleep. Speaking of which, I'm going to get cookies. Alright, we're at the bottom of the chat. We got 58 people watching. That is awesome. I'm going to go ahead and switch tanks real quick. Fish Keeping Jamaica. I went to a fish room this summer that he buckets a lot of water to his tanks and stuff, and he has different buckets for every tank. I mean, his place was pretty opposite of mine on the cross-contamination stuff. It was kind of cool, actually. Aqua Funk with Angel Freak is in the house. What's up, Fish Freaks? What's up, man? Oh, great. Hang on one second here. Dang. Matthew Moore Cichlids is in the house. According to my Jeffroz, many consider your style of water changing old-fashioned. What do you think? My style of water changes, I don't have drains in my tanks, so I've got to either siphon it out or pump it out. and then I've got to get water to my tanks, and I don't want to run buckets in here and stuff like that. I don't know if you can in the chat tell me how you do it. I mean, I'm always open to easier water changes. I would like to, like, what my plan would be to do would be to have an auto water change system, you know, like, and I've got a full basement that I could do that in too. It's going to be a lot of work, but that's what I would like to do. I would like to do just continuous drip, auto water change. That's what I would like to do. Niall Seaton says he still uses 5-gallon bucket to haul the old water away and to bring new water in. And Matthew Moore Siglid says Python. I use a Python and buckets. Aquafunk with Angel Freak. I've tried the Python systems, like where, you know, you turn your water spigot on or whatever, and you turn this little knob, and it creates a suction, and it starts sucking it out into your sink. And that one, I don't know if it's too far away or whatever. It didn't work very good. So. Have you thought of creating an inflow and outflow system which would require 2 valves to turn on and off during water changes? I have seen those before. My setup that I've got in all of my fish rooms right now, it probably wouldn't work the best, but I've got a buddy out in Colorado, and that's how he's got his set up. And my fish rooms are all separated and all that kind of stuff, so I would like to do something like that. But I have seen those. I think Steve Poland did a video on one of those. Looks good. SC Fishkeeping says, I cut my hands under the sink and throw it across the room and pray. Yeah, shot glasses. I use a siphon in a 5-gallon bucket. Yeah, I used to do that. All right, it's time to change again, guys. Let's see here. You need a pump. I siphon outdoors and fill out of tap water, well water. I have an instant hot water system. Never run out. Yeah, my hot water never runs out either. I'm pretty lucky there. I don't have a tankless. You know, I could run out of hot water, but it hardly ever happens. Aquafunk says, sorry about that. Aquafunk says, Jeffro, with the auto drip system, how often do you think you have to do a real water change, if any? Well, it depends. On the auto drips, you've got to kind of figure all that out. So, like, there's different drip emitters that you can get. Like, you can get a ½ gallon per hour. You can get a gallon per hour. I mean, there's a lot of them. So it depends on what drip emitter you get, and then how much do you normally change on a weekly basis already. You know, you're always trying to stay consistent, and as long as you get consistent with it, it's a lot of it is consistency. So I don't know, I would have to figure all that out whenever I got my system. You know, like a continuous drip is good, but you would still have to do water changes. So on your drain side, you would have to open those up as often as you would do water changes, but probably just not as often since you're dripping in fresh water. Now Seaton said, if Jeffro does auto water changes, there goes the Monday stream. As I doubt, yeah, as I doubt anyone would tune in to see if he overflows the tank. Yep, no doubt, right? Siphon out the window, then use a garden hose to fill them. Lazy. Yeah, I do the exact same thing, but only I don't use a siphon. I just use a pump. Reels Tanks is here. What's up, buddy? Every time he stands up, I can't see him anymore. Imagine you are doing auto water change and oops, your power went out and then the intake stopped functioning. Oops, imbalance in the system become a problem. Wife, carpet gets wet. Yeah, I know, right? The siphon ones look to be foolproof. Jason says auto drip is my next setup. Auto drip is good for your fish too. I've got to switch real quick. Got to do a sponge cleaning real quick.
All right, I'll be right back. Gotta go dump this pail out. I just couldn't let that sit. I had to do something. All right. Dank, are you texting Jeffro? It's the basketball team moms. Like, basketball season starts tomorrow night, and the moms put me on a group chat to do meals for the games, and I'm screwed for the rest of the night. Palmer Aquatics is in the house. Love that sweatshirt. Snow camo fan here. Yeah, I got a white one. I've got this one. I've got the green one. And then I've got like a tan colored one. There's another one that I got. I like the feel of these Under Armour ones. They're really, really comfortable. They're soft. They're like just really soft and comfortable. All right. Let's see here. I know I'm not at the bottom. Kevin from Mortal Slayer is here. What is up, buddy? Devin Peppers is here. Hey, Jeffro, what do you think this new filter that Corey is swearing by? I ordered 4 of them the other day. Actually, yesterday I ordered 4 of them. I didn't fall for it until I watched Bob's video yesterday, and at the very end of Bob's video I ordered 4 of them. So I think eventually I'll use those in this pleco breeder tanks that I'm getting ready to start. I've got 4 of those getting ready to start, but I'll cycle them in this tank right up above my central air system, and I'll definitely let you guys know how they're working. They're kind of pricey. I think they were like 30 bucks each or something like that. But then Aquarium Co-op was doing like a 15% discount. So like 4 of them were right around 100 bucks, somewhere around in there. Maybe I ordered some other stuff with it too. I can't remember. Bare Bottom Aquarium says Auntie Jeffro's a basketball mom. Who knew? My son actually doesn't play basketball anymore. He had a really bad leg injury. He had a moped accident 2 years ago, this last September, where he broke his leg completely. It was a complete tib-fib break, and they were completely broken, and that got rid of his sports. But his buddies have talked him into managing the basketball team, and they're really successful. Like last year, we went to the state championship game. We've got a kid on our team that's my son's age, one of my son's buddies, that's 7 foot tall. And like all kinds of college teams are looking at him. Like he's already had offers from Duke and Kansas, UCLA, Baylor, Iowa State. Like there's 10. He's ranked number 14 in the nation for top drafts for college basketball. All right, it's time to put the pump up and get the water going. So I'll do that. I'll prime all the tanks and then we'll get this going. All right, tank watch is on. So we're filling up this tank back here, and we can't overflow it, guys. I would use my first ever super chat to watch Jeff heave water from a bucket into his tanks. Ay, ay, ay. 007 Goldeneye, Russian Towers jacket having, I don't know what that means, Dank. I must have missed something. Prolific Breed is in the house. What's up, Prolific Breed? Hugh, I believe is how you pronounce your name. I sent out your plecos today. It took me a while to get them going. I was contemplating on how many to put to a bag and everything, and since there was 8 of them, I went ahead and I put 2 to a bag, and that made me have to use the large box, and in the large box I didn't have any of the wall insulation foam, so I went to the store and got some of that, and got you a box all made up, got them all bagged up. It was kind of funny, the 4th bag, it's really hard to double bag these little, I think they're a 2-inch bag is what they are. Maybe they're 2 by 18 or something like that. But anyhow, they're not very big around. They're narrow and they're hard to double bag. Getting that second bag on is such a pain. And I went through everything with the first bag, you know. Got it all tied up, taped up, everything. Started stretching the second bag. Got the second bag all the way on there. And whenever I was turning it to get ready to tie the knot, I couldn't see the plecos anywhere in the bag, and I mean I was holding them up to the light. I'm like, where the heck are they? And I go over to my specimen container, and the last 2 plecos were still in the specimen container. So I had to get another bag out, cut the top off of that bag, pour all that water and everything down into the new bag, and then I grabbed your last 2 plecos. I'm really glad that I caught that too, because that would have been really bad if you would have got it and been like, they're not even in the bag. I would have caught it, you know, eventually. But it was kind of funny. Last time I shipped a bunch at one time, there was something kind of like that happen. I'll tell you what that one was. I put guppy grass in every one, and I didn't put guppy grass in it. So I had to cut into the bag and start all over again and put guppy grass in it. I forgot guppy grass, but this time I actually forgot fish. David Gilkison says, rocking the sweatpants. Yeah, I'm lazy tonight. Filters are made to remove waste. What you think a water change is? All you real bacteria is in the tank thriving. Jeff, did you get some crickets today? Yes, I did. I sure did. And my frogs were picking them off instantly when I put them in there too. You have to make a very audible karate kick, karate-like sound mid-toss. Yeah, no kidding, right? I got 20 mutt guppy fry on him not overflowing. Dang. Jamie McDonald's in the house. Hi everyone, I'm driving home with new fish, so can't chat, but I'm lurking. Cool. That is awesome. Double bag before you fill them. I probably could, but I've got this ritual that I go through. On the knotted side, I tape it down and stretch it really tight and tape it. And then on the crease side, I fold the flap over on the bag, and then I tape the corners down really tight, and that tightens your bag up. I learned it from Jeremy from Sergeant Tank, and if you do that, you can't do the double bag that way. So, unless I'm thinking of it all wrong, but really, that first bag is really important, because then the fish can't get into the corners at the top and the bottom, and it also really tightens up the bag. It really makes it really, really tight. So less chance to having problems. Devin Pepper says, Jeffro, you coming to the GCA swap? I'm probably not. This weekend is my ex-wife's weekend, and if I go to one of those swaps 5 hours away, it's going to be really hard to make it back in time for whenever I need to pick up my son. My son, it's his weekend to go to his mom's this weekend, so. Bare Bottom Aquarium says, what's in the koozie, Jeffro? It is Bush Latte. Jeremy says, nah, he doing it wrong. I mean, to double bag it before I put the fish in the tape way, I guess you could tape the outside bag, but then that kind of gets rid of, I don't know. Still waiting on good weather for frogs tonight, time of the year right now. Tough time of the year right now, yep. Now, Seton Jeffro, are you going to AGA 2019? I think that one is in either Tennessee or Kentucky, am I right? And that one could be possibly attainable. Outer bag, get the tap. Outer bag, get the tap. Always double bag, if not triple bag. Shake my damn head. I always double bag, but outer bag, get the tap. I don't know what that means. Oh, outer bag gets the tape. Okay, I can do that. That would be a lot easier to double bag before I put water in, for sure. For sure. Because the small bags especially are hard to double bag when you've got that inner bag already taped up. And sometimes it gets caught on the tape, and it's a struggle to get it past the tape. Jeffro, do you do fish keeping as a business or a hobby? Just a hobby. And then whenever I've got tons of stuff, you know, built up or whatever, I take it into my LFS and I get like heaters, or sometimes it gives me money too. But yeah, it's just a hobby. I mean, right now I'm really heavy on pleco fry. I've got a ton of plecos, quite a bit of shrimp. Jeffro, you should make a shipping live stream. Would be fun to watch. Yeah, no kidding, right? It's a lot of hard work. It really is. And obviously, I've been making it harder on myself there. I want to go trying to convince my mother to take me because I think it would be worth it to go. Yeah, it's not too far for you also. No, he's not really getting pissed, Candy. He's making fun of me, actually. It'd probably give him some good, it will give him some, it'll give him something to make fun of me about. Someone link Sergeant Tank video on shipping. Rant time, question mark. Jeffro, do you spend more than you make in this hobby, and might be, then why do it? I do spend a lot more in this hobby, but I gotta go switch tanks real quick. Oh. I'm teasing Jeffro, love you, bud. I know you're teasing, man. I actually probably spent 2 hours bagging them today. Like, it took me forever to bag 8 plecos. And I had been thinking about it, trying to figure out a way to do it, where I could do the double bag without doing it that way. But my thought process on the taping is, you know, it gets rid of those creases down in there. And I was thinking if I tape the outside bag, it's going to make it hard to do that. And you know, when you tape the inside bag and you can really get it double bagged, which is how I've done all of mine, it really does make for a nice setup, but it's hard. It's really hard to get that second bag stretched over it, especially with the small ones. The bigger bags, it's not as bad. But spending more than you make in this hobby and then why do it? You do spend more in this hobby, and people that are getting figured out how to breed shrimp and how to breed guppies and how to breed plecos, you gotta learn how to do it responsibly, you know? Like this tank right here, I could have spawned it this week easily. The females were all caved up, they're full of eggs, you know, I could tell. All I gotta do is go bring that male in here and put him in there, and boom, I could spawn and have eggs if I wanted to. And I could have little babies running all over the place. But I've already got a ton of them right now, and there's no reason in doing that. Yeah, I mean, you've got to keep males separate from the females, or you're just going to have them running out your ears. You know, you got to be responsible with it. But the reason why I do it is obviously it's fun. MTS, multiple tank syndrome, is like, it's just an addiction, you know? It really is an addiction. But as I've built my relationships with the LFS that I sell to, as I've talked about it on here, I've been able to sell stuff here and there, and been going to some auctions and different things like that. I'm not trying to do it as a business. I'm not trying to do it for money. I'm doing it for pleasure and for fun, and then I'm trying to be responsible and sell the things that I do spawn and raise and breed. Rick List says MTS is real. It definitely is real. It definitely is. More you, a bucket, and a small container. LOL. Susie is here. Trying to edit and listen is like walking and chewing gum. Yeah, no kidding, right? Ay, ay, ay. I got to get a great big chunk of green hair algae out of this tank that I'm filling up. Alrighty, let's see here. They did a bunch of business, but they also loved it and were having fun talking fish. I strictly raise cichlids for fun and love the tank building process the most. Yeah, I do too. Like, I've got some L183s that are old enough to breed, and in the tank that they're set up in right now, it's not working. So I'm getting ready to set up a tank to get busy on trying to get those to breed. And then I got these Cheese Creek plecos last week, or a few weeks ago, and I'm getting ready to set up for them too. And that would really be cool, because I'm pretty sure, as far as I know, they haven't been in the US for very long, but Eric Bodrick has got them going, but I'm pretty sure he's kind of one of the only ones that's got them breeding in the US. So that would kind of be like, not really a feather in your hat type of deal, but it would kind of be a good feeling, you know. If you've got something that you're breeding and there's not very many of them around, it's kind of a good feeling. But it might take me a long time to get them breeding too. I mean, they're wild caught. Sometimes wild caught species are kind of hard to get going. I have learned a lot from many persons within the community and hope to learn more. I love this hobby, business secondary. Same here. Same here. I mean, I don't even really, you know, like, I'm working on selling some endlers right now, and I don't even have like a return policy or anything. So on the latest PayPal invoice, in the comments section, I just put kind of your standard return policy type thing, you know. But what I was talking about was like, you know, I've shipped like 10 times now to people and sold fish like 10 times or so. And I haven't lost any yet, knock on wood, but you know, like right now it's really cold. You never know, I might lose some. So I thought I better do some kind of a policy. That way, at least I, you know, like I don't mind recouping the fish and everything, but maybe the shipping next time you would have to pay or something. That's what a lot of them, like I kind of go by, I've been buying fish for a long time online, so I kind of go by the rule of thumb type of place. I mean, most places, if you buy fish and you get them on your front door right when they're delivered and you bring them in and they're dead, most places will refund you the fish, but you have to pay the shipping the next time. As long as you send them a picture of them dead in the bag within the first 2 hours. And I've never been upset with that. You know, I mean, things die along the way. You know, now if it happened a second time, then I might just forget about it. You know what I mean? Like, Jess Shrimp Granny says, Jeffro, where do you sell stuff online? Basically what I do is whenever someone knows that I've got something for sale or whatever, like you want to know what I've got for sale, you just kind of send me a message on Instagram and I can tell you what I got. Like, I've always got like some endlers and plecos and some shrimp and stuff like that, you know. Like I've got like 3 different types of shrimp. I've got Fantasy Blue Dreams, I've got like a black rose, and then I've got cherry shrimp. And then I've always got plecos, you know, and citrus. So basically just hobby type stuff, you know. I'm not trying to really promote it. So this being Streamlabs, for the first time I've used it, it hasn't been any different as far as, you know, I mean, my CPUs have been higher, but I don't know what you guys think. Bare Bottom Aquarium says Super Reds. Yeah, I've got some Super Reds. I've got some in different stages. Like I've probably got 10 or less right now that are like 1 inch that I could sell right now, and then I've got a bunch of babies coming up. Like I probably got 50 or 60 babies coming up. Like I've got 30 that just hatched yesterday, and then I probably got like 20 or so that are like a ½ inch long. D from Down the Wormhole is here. What's up, D? Love my Super Reds. Yeah, I've got some pretty nice ones too. They're pretty nice. Devin Pepper says, Jeffro, what should I hope to get at the GCA swap, and what should I look out for? Because I'm hoping to get some heaters and filters, stuff like that. I've never been to the GCA swap, so I don't know. Haven't been to it. Krusty Bojangles is here. What's up, man? I haven't seen you in forever. How much snow did you get, Jeffro? I got 17 inches. I live here in Oskaloosa, and we got the highest snowfall in the state. So, boom. We got dumped on, basically. Audio and video is still good, still a little overexposed. Maybe turn down your lights, move them farther from your face if you can't adjust it more in the camera, but looks good. Thanks a lot. Mortal Slayer 82 says Jeffro's Super Reds are great. Yeah, he got some from me. I sold some to a guy in Pennsylvania, to you in Minnesota, and to a guy here in Ames. That's the 3 times. My Super Reds slowed down for like a month. There was a month where they didn't spawn. And I turned up the heater, and now they've spawned twice. You know, I got 2 females. So, about to go feast on some homemade tacos. Catch y'all later. Jeffro and everybody. See you, Taco Man. Getting close on this one. If somebody made me start telling a story right now, I could probably overflow this one. Because it's like right there. Actually, I better go. All right. Alrighty, got it. Jeffro, cool chatting with you. Tired, going to bed. Night all. Have a cool evening, guys. 29 likes and 556 watching. Hit that like button. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it. Wait, is that the right Barry? Jeffro, when you switching from Patreon to YouTube membership? I'm pretty sure you've got to have a lot more subs than me to be able to get the membership. Like at one time, they had it where it was 100,000 before you could do it. I know that there's different YouTubers out there that have less than that, but I'm not able to do the membership right now. I'm lucky to have finally got the community tab, because it's kind of like how that membership thing's going. Like Rachel O'Leary has 100,000 and she can't get the membership. She probably will now that she hit 100,000, but there's people that have less than her. So it's like YouTube is just doing this. Like, I feel very thankful that they did give me the community tab, because I have been using it. What I've been trying to do is trying to find YouTubers that I enjoy that people might not know about, and sharing those out on the community tab. I've been doing that a lot here lately. And then I'll talk about different things. Like I posted a picture of me, my yard and my Jeep and everything yesterday on my community tab to show how much snow I was getting. I think I went live on Instagram too and was showing it during the storm. Community is cool. Check it out. Yeah, the community tab has been fun. I'm really glad that they gave me the community tab. I really wanted it for a long time and thought that I was going to have to wait until I had 10,000 subscribers, because that's what it was prior to last week when they gave it to me. It had been, you had to have 10,000 subscribers to be able to get it. Matthew Moore Cichlid says hours, not subs, maybe. Jeremy was talking to me about it, and he said that it might be because I have a pretty good channel engagement. Like, I've got a pretty good following, especially on these live streams. Like, there's 58 watching right now. That's pretty good. I mean, there's some bigger YouTubers that do live streams that don't have that many on their live streams. I've got, I can't even remember how many subs I've got. I've got somewhere close to 1,600 subs, but there's people that have, you know, 50, 60,000 subs that don't have this many. It's kind of like, it's a social involvement type thing, or like channel engagement type of thing that YouTube has noticed. So they've gave me the tool of the community tab, but it's something on the along the lines of like what you're talking about, hours, not subs. Something to do with that is what I think. FishKeeping Jamaica says community tab has to do with consistency. IG is so last year. LOL, real stinks. I got it last week. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm enjoying it. Guess I'm going to the store. Ugh, my lighter died. Ugh, that's no good, John. Jeffro, do you keep rainbow fish? I don't. I would love to get some rainbows, but I don't have any, and I haven't kept any yet. I would love to, though. Have you seen a difference in the Easy Green compared to Dust and Spurts? Easy Green has my tanks all straightened back out. I had used Easy Green until I used the growth juice, and then I used the growth juice, but in the growth juice's defense, I probably was overdoing it, but I think his has a little bit of iron and stuff in it, and my tank, it wasn't right for my tank. I'm not trying to down growth juice. Maybe if I did it again, I would back off on it a little bit. You know, I wouldn't go as hard with it. Joel says I had a word with them. That's why. Thanks, Joel. Appreciate it, Joel. Prolific Breed says, sorry I stepped out doing water changes too, mixing salt water. Had to rewind back a little bit. Thanks for shipping out the plecos. I was kind of worried with snow you showed. Also, guys, speaking of, I just got done talking about this too. On my community tab, if you guys want to check out, I put Prolific Breed on my community tab today. He's got some really cool coral setups, and for those of you that don't do saltwater, it's kind of nice to see. You know what I mean? Like, and then those of you that are here that do, he's got some really cool stuff. So I put one of his videos from like 6 months ago on there earlier today. I was kind of worried with the snow you showed. Yeah, I think they'll be fine though. I got some 1-inch insulation and we're good, I think. If not, we'll do her again. Raf Cabrera's in the house. What's up, Jeffroz? Way to go, Jeff, with your community tab. Thanks a lot, Raf. It's actually been a tool that I've been wanting for a long time. For sure. It is getting close to time to change tanks. Matthew Moore says, I want some rainbows. Yeah, it would be awesome. I'd like to get a larger tank. The largest tank that would even be good enough for him right now is my 55 gallons. But I'd like to get like a bigger, longer one, you know. Alright guys, it's time for me to change. Alrighty. Consistency, popular uploads, and views. While I may not have 1,000s of views on videos, but I have been consistent. It's YouTube's way of saying you are consistent. Well, I am glad that they are recognizing that. Not even sure how the community tab works. Now I have homework. The community tab is really easy. You can do it from your phone. Like where you would be, like let's say you were watching a video of someone's video and you're like, man, I want to put that on my community tab. On the share button, it has a place where you can post it to your community tab. So that helps out a lot. Like, boom. You know? Boom. Joseph from JH Aquatics is here. YouTube has rolled out the community tab to channels that have over 1,000 subscribers. I don't really think that to be true, Joseph, because I've got some friends that have over 1,000 that don't have it. So I don't really believe that to be true. I've heard that from other people, but not everybody with over 1,000 does have it. So I don't know. I don't really think it's the 1,000 subscribers. Rainbows get a pair and bam, you won't be able to stop buying others. I'm sure. Tampa Tom says ice cream favorite flavor. I like something with caramel and nuts or something like that in it. So like maybe like Rocky Road, or of course I haven't had Rocky Road in a long time. But Yeah, caramel or butterscotch or like peanut butter. Carbon really, what did, oh, saying hated Joseph. Jess Shrimp says, you just need to accept how cool you are, Jeffro. Yeah, I doubt it's got to do with that. Bentley Pascal said, mine showed up at 1,500. Yeah, I don't think it might be 1,000, and they're just now getting to some of the people that have 1,000, but I have not gotten an email that said, thanks to hitting the 1,000 mark, you've got it. And I've not seen anything in writing from YouTube that says that. I've heard some people saying that, but I've seen people that had over 1,000 subscribers not have it. So, I don't know. Still would have to read on that. Not sure how to even select persons for this. We'll rewatch this section of the stream to get an idea. Yeah, it's really easy. You can go on there and post pictures and a little post along with your picture. You can go on there and just post, like just words. And then you can also share people in your community. Like, let's say you were watching like Joseph's live stream yesterday with the tannin water, and you thought that was really interesting, but you never know, your 1,500 subscribers might not be subscribed to Joseph, but you think that they should be able to see something like that. So you could share that on your community tab, and then your subscribers could see it, and boom, they'll show some support to Joseph, Ron from Friday Fish Facts is in the house. What is up, buddy? Nice to see ya. Jess Shrimp says they're probably rolling it out in some weird order and not telling people. Probably so. Sounds like they're just doing a slow rollout in stages. It's not uncommon in the tech world. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's right. It isn't JH coming. Oh, okay. Cool. Gosh, I thought I heard something overflowing. Okay, what have I missed? Derek Runyon's in the house. What's up, Derek? Nice to see you, buddy. What else did I miss up here? Any overflows yet? Nope. Not yet, thank God. My 20-gallon long here, it has almost happened every single week. Let's see here. Bye, guys. Bedtime. Have a great night. Fish Keeping Jamaica. Cyclic King Aquatics is in the house. Enjoying your channel, bro. Thanks a lot, man. You've got plenty of time, Jeffro. Relax. Yeah, I don't know. I love the sound of water. Yeah, I know, right? When I was on my Google Hangout stream the other night, when I was playing it back, you couldn't hear any of the water sound. So I may think about using the Google Hangouts instead of this. I don't know. This is my first time doing the Streamlabs, and my mics, whenever I was running both of my mics, it was just a bunch of weird noises. So I don't know. We'll see. Are your roads clear from all the snow? Yep. Like the side streets are kind of like ice covered because it's freezing, but they're going to have school tomorrow on hard surfaces only. So, is that 125 gallon behind you? Shallow waters, that's a 50, it's a 50 gallon low boy. So it's 12 inches tall by 2 foot deep by 4 foot long. It's 50 gallons. Alright, we're at the bottom of the chat. We got 54 people here. I didn't even put a poll up tonight. Forgot all about that. Thank you, Shallow Water. I really enjoy it. I've been wanting one for a long time. And one night I was sitting here thinking I wanted to do a different backdrop, which it's kind of, the lights that I've got on it are really bright. They're an aqua neat light. So that tank and this tank both have the same light, and they're both so bright they barely even show up on here. So I really need to work on my lighting on them to where they can really showcase better. But I've wanted them for a long time, and I just came up with this idea of doing these 20 longs. I've got two 20 longs on the middle shelf, and then I got 3 10-gallons on the bottom shelf. Yeah, Cichlid King, I agree, definitely. Jess Shrimp Granny says, what is your favorite snack? Probably, that's really hard. That's a really hard question. Like right now, the snack that I chose when I went to the store earlier is these Twix white chocolate. They're pretty good. I like chocolate when it comes to candy, but when it comes to snacks, like, you know, like chips and stuff like that, I guess. Friday Fishback says, I like the Aqua Neat. Good light for the price. Definitely good light for the price. And it has a real wide, like, it shines really wide, so it's really good for lighting up plants. Like, my plants grow really good in those tanks. Did you see Lucas's video on keeping guppies with his shell dwellers? I'm interested to see how that turns out. I didn't get to watch that one the other night, but I did see the name of the title, and I could see how that would work. I was even noticing a little bit of algae on the front of this tank, and I was thinking, man, it'd almost be nice to have a pleco in there too. So depending on which shell dweller I get, but I don't know. I could see those shell dwellers and plecos not getting along very good because they're trying to protect their shells, you know. JH Aquatic says, I have a bunch of Aqua Neat. I use them on tanks that don't need a ton of light. Cheap! Exclamation mark. Okay, well, I've got a different type of Aqua Neat than what you've got, obviously, because mine are bright as can be. There's two different types of Aqua Neat. I've got one type that only has one row of white and blue lights, and they are really, really bright, and they really have grown lights better than my night crew lights that I had on there. And then I've got another Aqua Neat that I got recently that has like multiple rows of lights that aren't as bright. So I could see putting those on tanks that I don't need to have a ton of light. But these right here are really bright, and my plants have took off like crazy since I got them. So these are ones that Kyle from Kyle's Wild World recommended, and he sells plants for a living, and he did a video on them, and he was showing how good they were. So I ordered some, and these are a little bit different than possibly, there's two different types. I got to change or I'm going to overflow. Can you link them in a video, Jeffro? Probably not, because I would have to go way back in Kyle's Wild World video. Like, you go to his channel and you can see it, like it's 5 videos ago. So Kyle's Wild World is his YouTube channel, and it's like 5 videos ago. He's talking about lighting on his 40 breeders, and the link is in the description on that video. JH Aquatic says, yeah, they have a few different kinds. Priscilla's are the full spectrum. I have the blue and white marine lights for my black water tanks. I use Phoenix for my planted tanks. Prolific Breed says, I did a video on Aqua Neats today. Cool. Awesome. Mike says, I found an Aqua Neat saltwater light as well. Says it grows corals, but I don't have corals to test with. I only fish, but does pretty well. Cool. I did a video. Okay, I've seen that already. I'll check that out. Hugh. Prolific Breed says they got two types, the multicolor and the plain white and blue. And I got the plain white and blue, and I've got the multicolor. The multicolor kind of looked cool on my crystal shrimp tank. I laid it on there. I'm going to have it on my pleco breeding tanks. It's a little less bright of a light, but the plain white and blue is like the ones that I've been using on my planted aquarium, and it's like making it rock and roll. Candy found the link, Devin. Got a ways on this one. I kind of went a little too far on my 40-gallon breeder. He has a pleco in his Shelly tank. Cool. It seemed okay. I asked him that too, but he missed it last time I asked David. Bare bottom. I can't stream while doing water changes. I'm always swinging freely. Hate wet clothes, hence the name. Yeah, no kidding, right? Did you see Lucas's? Oh, I already saw that. I do too. I was playing with Google Hangouts earlier. Seemed pretty straightforward. Playing with screen share worked pretty well. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to start trying to have some guests on my channel every once in a while. I've been wanting to for a long time. I mean, but I'm going to have to do that probably. I don't know if Streamlabs can do it or not. Joseph, are you still in the chat? If you are, do you know if Streamlabs will allow you to do a like a guest, I guess, without it being like a screen share type of Google Hangout type of mess? Let's see here. I use Night Crew. They work okay for me. I have a bunch of Night Crew lights, a bunch of them, and I've never had any problems with them. The Aqua Neat that I got over here, though, has been growing my plants better than what my Night Crew did. You can stream my Shelly tank next week, getting fish on Sunday. Mile High Pleco says, "What's up, Poopy Butt? What's up, Mikey? Nice to see ya." Not too much. Just about done with water changes, actually. Gosh, I've been going for almost an hour and a half. Crazy. It takes this long. Mikey says, "Jeff, you're goofy looking." Well, thanks, Mikey. I just used LED floodlights. Yep. I think Kyle does some of those too. I want to take time to have a bunch of fun at Aquashello because I'm going to try to get the company I work for involved in AE this year. That would be cool, Jess. That would be cool. Jeff, do any of your fish splash around when you're sleeping? Every once in a while, the tank at the foot of my bed, you can hear some splashing going on there. It's got 30 adult bristlenose plecos in it, and it can get loud every once in a while. Some of those bigger ones, they'll go to the top to get air, and they splash when they get to the top. It's pretty loud every once in a while. Even working Lucas' booth was a ton of fun at AE, so I'm hoping if Lucas goes to Texas, I can work his booth there too. Yeah, that would be fun to do, actually. Mr. B says, hashtag Goofy Jeff, LOL. Well, the sound just got different, so that means we're getting in the crunch time here. But that light has got it so blown out, you can't even see the water level. There you can possibly see the water level. So like, right there. This is a rimless tank, so it's kind of tricky. I had to introduce a no tanks in the fish room rule early in my MTS spiral. Introduce a no tanks in the fish room rule. How do you do that? Team up with me, man. We can make this happen. Well, I know that Lucas was on, I think, Rob's live stream. I think Rob was saying he wasn't going to Texas, but he's going, maybe, I guess. But he would go to the Chicago one. But Lucas was saying he might go to the Texas one, but I don't know. I used to have balance sharks early in my keeping. Always splash while sleeping. Yeah, those ballast shark, yeah. And then also like the iridescent sharks. Those are, they call them when they get bigger, tank busters, because they really, I mean, every time you walk into my son's room, his ballast sharks and his iridescent shark take off and slap around. Jess Shrimp Granny said Rob is definitely going to Texas, I think. I probably just misunderstood him because he was doing a live stream with Lucas the other day, and it almost sounded like he was having second thoughts or something like that. Joseph says, yeah, I started telecom chat with Zoom, then I screen share using Streamlabs OBS. Zoom lets you make a call in HD unlike Google Hangouts. Ooh. I've got to switch tanks, guys. Thanks a lot, Joseph. I appreciate that. I better hurry. Oh my gosh. Ah. That was bad, guys. Oh my god. Alright guys, I'm not even kidding. Take a look at this. Isn't that crazy? Gosh. I gotta get my paper back up here. Hang on a second. Wow. Good grief. Just about overflowed that tank, guys. So close. Rob is going but won't have a booth of merch. Lucas wants to go and can definitely have a booth because I'll do the work. Yep. That tank almost overflowed. This one is really bad too. Like the last 3 weeks I've almost overflowed this 20-gallon long here. Did he overflow? It was so close. It was hashtag to the top. Reels is right. Joseph says, I've got the wild betta fish itch. I need more tanks. Yes. I love to hear that. I actually love seeing, because you keep a lot of different stuff than what I do, and I love to see that kind of stuff. It's almost like me living vicariously through your channel. Yeah, it's definitely full, David. Definitely full. Couldn't got a spit more in there. Mortal Slayer 82 says, Jeffro, how late you going? I'll probably be stuck going till 10 because I've still got, this tank's getting ready to overflow too. Good grief. And then I've still got these 3 down there. I don't know. We'll see. I don't really want to go till 10. We'll see. I'll do like a little bit of a hangout with you guys after we get done here, but I got to switch. Oh my gosh. This one is a creeper. It creeps up on you. These tanks down here will go quick. David Gilkison says, good night all. Gotta go pack for my trip tomorrow. Have a good week. Thanks for coming in, David. I really appreciate it. I want some of your super reds. Well, hit me up on Instagram, Bear Bottom. If you've got an Instagram. If you don't have an Instagram, go to my About section on my YouTube channel, and my email address is in there, and send me an email. And then if you don't have email, find me on Facebook, I guess. Joseph is going to breed the bettas. That would be cool. Jeffro the 20. Thanks, Devin. I got to you a little late there, though. Switch. Mr. B's is like, switch. I want some of those cribs from Dan's Fish. Yeah, those are nice, John. They really are. Mortal Slayer 82 says, just asking because of an IG message I sent you. Oh boy. I'm probably going to overflow this tank, guys. Oh my god. Do you have zebra danios for sale? I do. I could get you some zebra danios. Hang on one second, guys. Woo! That was a close one. So, Kevin, those zebra danios that you saw that I actually spawned here and everything, I could get you those. There's probably 20 of them if you want an exact count. I don't know what to charge for them or anything, so I'd probably just hook you up real good on them. I want some killifish from Dan's Fish. He has got some amazing killifish right now. That import that he got in, oh my gosh. They are nice. Very nice. These I can't see on the monitor. So, Dank Tanks says, I use 2 pythons, one for draining, one for filling. Boom! JH Aquatic says, Jeffro, do you hatch BBS? I do not. The Danios that I got, you have to start them on Infusoria, and then I've got microworms and vinegar eel cultures going at all times. So I could go into brine shrimp at the very end, but I've got frozen brine shrimp, and then I also, before it gets to the frozen brine shrimp, I've got some brine shrimp flakes that are from Ocean Nutrition. So that's kind of the stages that I go through with the zebra danios. I got to switch real quick. So the first thing I do whenever I see that I've got a female that's pregnant, because it takes about a week to get that infusoria. So when you see a female getting fat with eggs, start you an infusoria culture and wait for it to clear up. It goes through these stages where it gets really cloudy and then it clears up. And you can look online. It's really easy to do. To start an infusoria culture, it's really easy to do. But after you see that you've got your culture going, then you put your, you've got to have your female and your male separate, and then you just play musical tanks right before you shut out the lights, and you put them in the tank that you've got set up for breeding them, the male and the female, and then the next morning when you turn the lights on, they will just go all over and spawn. And I usually let them do it for a few hours, and then I'll take the male and the female out, and then a few days they'll be wigglers, and then after a day or two they'll become free swimming, and then's when you can start squirting in some infusoria throughout the day. I've got to go shut the water off. I'm on my last tank and I gotta go now. But as far as the baby brine shrimp, oh, you have an infusoria tank. Okay. As far as the baby brine shrimp, like my Daniel fry, there's some of the smallest fry, I might get into that. If I can get my killifish going, I might get into the baby brine shrimp and hatch some of those out and do that for them. But it worked really good with the Danios without even having to do the brine shrimp hatchery. Look how full it is. Yeah, everything is. If he trips, I'll lose it. let's see here. Mr. B, I'm dead. Uh-oh. Head swing in 2, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Jeff, you are so jumpy. Relax. Tell me a story. Yeah, whatever, Candy. I don't like 10 gallons to be my last one, and it is up to the rim. I mean, it is full to the rim. I like to have one that's got a little bit more room so that I can make it all the way in there to my sink. But, yeah, I got all my water changes done. That's a good feeling when you get them done. It's a real good feeling. All right, so we still got 47 people here. We've been going for an hour and 38 minutes, somewhere around in there. I'm all out of drink. I think I'm going to go ahead and probably call it, guys. I know it's at a weird time, but at the same time, I don't really feel like going till 10 tonight. I don't feel the best in the world tonight, so keep it going, Jet Shrimp Granny. Keep it going. I tried to make it to where it was like my stream froze, but you guys probably didn't fall for it. I was like, TM Aquatics is in the house. What is up, buddy? I burned my hand last night and it looks like a moon. Wow. That was smart. Keith Bordley says, get some rest. I'm not really tired. I just shoveled like a buttload of snow today. A buttload. Hey, y'all, I'm on a smoke break. What we talking about? I got 3 minutes, LOL. Well, I'm getting ready to shut the stream down. I didn't have any overflows tonight. Quit being a baby, Jeff. Shut up, Mikey. Nope, your eyes kept moving, you dork. LOL. Yeah, I know they did, because I was looking at the chat to see if anybody was talking. Yeah, so I couldn't even fool you guys because my eyes were going. Oh, alright, guys. Hopefully you guys had a good time tonight. Thanks for everybody that came out. I mean, we had like 50 and 60 all night long, so that's really cool. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me while I'm doing my water changes. I would tell you what tomorrow's video is, but I can't even remember. But I do have a video uploading to the YouTube channel tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time, so go check that out. And if not, I will see you guys here Thursday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Peace out, y'all.